Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Andrea Zenz, and I'm one of our product managers here at Standard Imaging. I welcome you and thank you for attending our webinar series. Just a note before delving into today's topic, this webinar is being recorded and will be available for viewing on our website shortly. Attendees are in listen-only mode, but you are encouraged to type questions in the dialog box on your console, and I'll do my best to answer them at the end of the presentation. Just a quick word about Standard Imaging. We are based in Middleton, Wisconsin, and we were founded in 1989. From humble beginnings with our well chambers and electrometers, we have grown to a QA powerhouse where we design and manufacture a full range of QA instruments for radiation therapy. Our customers are our partners in ensuring that radiation treatments are as safe, efficient, and effective as possible. It is an absolute pleasure to work with you now and in the future to solve your QA challenges. And as for me, you can see me on the webcam showing that for now. This is a little bit about me. I've been with Standard Imaging for over 15 years now, most of that in sales, but now in product management. As a product manager, my portfolio includes brachytherapy solutions, QA stereo checker for machine QA, mainly for CyberKnife, but also for Linac. QA Pilot, our QA management system, and our Stereotactic Phantoms, which include, of course, the Lucy 3D QA Phantom. These days, as you can tell from my background probably, my art room is my work room as well. So when I'm not working for Standard Imaging, I do enjoy making kaleidoscopes and jewelry. So a little bit about me. Now the topic for today, our Lucy 3D QA Phantom. It truly offers uncompromising tolerances for unwavering trust. Okay, so like I was saying, our QA program is starting a stereotactic program, is all about delivering just a few fractions at high dose rates, which can be very daunting. Precision and accuracy in QA are of the utmost concern as you care for your patients. So products that provide that provide that kind of confidence for you should be chosen carefully. Stereotactic QA goals include positional accuracy, dose accuracy, and validation of imaging, planning, and treatment systems. So the Lucy Phantom is the gold standard used for end-to-end testing of the entire stereotactic treatment chain. The precision manufacturing of this Phantom allows the user to verify cumulative uncertainties along the treatment chain to within 0.1 millimeter accuracy. This is accomplished by using a variety of inserts with precisely known volumes, geometries, and distances for accurate measurement. We work with each customer to tailor the best Lucy package to your department's particular needs. Lucy is uniquely designed to lock the Phantom and inserts in place to facilitate reproducible setup and measurement to those very tight tolerances. Lucy is put through the same processes as an actual patient would meet, which means that the Phantom will be scanned on CT and or MR to start the treatment chain. It is therefore very important to perform a variety of QA tests on these imaging systems. For CT image QA, we have marker cylinders, as you see here sticking out of the Phantom, irregular volume inserts, as well as a CT density and a distortion grid. The CT densities are a great spot check as the range is air, water, adipose fat, trabecular, and cortical bone. CT scan tests may include various scan thicknesses to find the optimal thickness for SRS imaging, spacing, distortion, and Phantom orientation. MRI inserts include matching marker cylinders, of course, filled with mineral oil, matching irregular volume inserts, an MR signal generator, and an MR distortion grid. The isocentric irregular volume here in the top right is used for both CT and MR. The marker cylinders for CT and MR have known distances of 5 mm center BB to center BB and a 60 mm spacing within the phantom. The irregular volume inserts have known volumes. Again, it's all about measuring against known volumes, distances, and geometries. So the CT and MR inserts are used to perform a variety of tests, including perform image fusion and verify accuracy of multimodality fusion CT to CT and CT to MR, verify object reconstruction, compare scanned volume, object volume against known volume, verify position of objects, their centroids, and distance measurements. It is worth noting that we use irregular volumes instead of just circles or spheres, as this is the quickest way to see any issues in image fusion. After all, an arc on a circle is just an arc on a circle. For treatment plan system QA, you can test the following: organ volumes, manual versus auto segmentation, contoured volume versus standard volume or versus DVH isodose volumes, dose models such as Monte Carlo, conventional, and pencil beam, and TPS limitations for small fields, as well as accessory and couch modeling. On the left here, we have a plan to deliver 4 conformal arcs to an isocentric irregular volume target. And on the right is a plan based on our largest target volume in the irregular volume insert. Verification along this treatment chain is done using film and small ion chambers or detectors. Note that the detector insert is 1 cm thick, therefore the detector you use needs to have an outer diameter of less than 1 cm. One of the neat aspects of our phantom is that we lock our detectors in place so that you never have to worry about an air gap or chamber displacement. The centroid of the collecting volume will be locked at the geometric center of the Lucy Phantom, no matter the orientation or rotation. 2 of the best detectors for verifying your small field delivery are the W2 scintillator with max SD and the X-Radon A26 micropoint chamber. The W2 is the next generation of our W1, which can also be used in the Lucy Phantom. The W2, however, also has a 1 by 1 millimeter fiber and a KQ of 1, which the W1 has as well, but that 1 by 1 millimeter resolution makes it a premier measurement detector for the smallest of fields. The X-Radon A26 is made entirely of low-Z materials, which make it the only reference class micropoint chamber on the market without the wonky effects of other micropoint chambers currently available. Using the A26 with its predictable response curve makes small field measurements similar to using a farmer chamber in larger fields. So there we get to my favorite part, one of my favorite inserts really, the Lucy 3D Volumetric Target Dosimetry Kit. It includes a multi-met insert, shown on the left, film spacer inserts on the right, and in the center here are target and avoidance structure insert. The black here is a high contrast bone rod material against a water equivalent material, so it images very well. These hard target and avoidance structures for the are hard structures for the treatment planning system to recreate, so they're a great test for contouring volume accuracy, image transfer accuracy, and the limitations of dose algorithms. You can therefore go through the entire workflow with these inserts as a great end-to-end test. And here we have an image of the C-shaped target planned for delivery, which is then verified with film and micropoint chamber. The multi-met insert has 4 targets in nonlinear, non-coplanar arrangement. These 4, plus the hidden target insert, which is automatically provided with the Phantom, provides 5 targets for planning and treatment. In this case, we show a plan with 2 targets using the multi-met insert. The planned versus measurement QA results were found to have a pass rate at 2% 2 millimeters of greater than 99%, and a dose agreement greater than 98%. Other end-to-end tests with Lucy include a hidden target test using the insert with the center fiducial. Again, this is provided with the Phantom. Use this to plan, scan, treat, and verify for process QA, checking position, tolerance to within a millimeter, dose tolerance to within 2%, and a dose distribution with tolerances set at 2% 2 millimeter and an over 95% agreement. Mechanical accuracy is tested with the Winston-Lutz pointer. Again, the tolerance in SRS is less than a millimeter. You can then also use our PIPS Pro software, in particular the SRS mode, to be able to automate that Winston-Lutz test and get your smallest 3D offset. To summarize, whether you use Lucy on its standard precision base, locked to the couch bar, or you lock the Phantom and pointer into the isocentric coordinate system using an interface, or you ensure that the centroid of your detector's collecting volume is at isocenter, you can be confident that you are performing your SRS end-to-end QA with the best precision and accuracy. Now, we'll back up a step, because if you are new to stereotactic, you're probably not going in and starting with brain lesions, but more likely starting with SBRT, some larger tumors in other organs, and very often that first step into SBRT SRS is in lung. So is Lucy the right tool for those starting their programs with SBRT lung? It is arguably not the ideal solution, although the regular volume inserts do supply sufficiently large targets for SBRT QA. The SI solution to get you started with SBRT includes the stereotactic dose verification Phantom with the QA slab and lung inserts. We also have a respiratory gating platform for simplified independent controls of range of motion and respiratory cycle. A Winston-Lutz pointer that is independent of the Lucy. And it also has a 3D micrometer scan, so you can really zero in on that isocenter, get to the point of true calibration of it. And it goes without saying that our detectors, the A26, W2 scintillator, X-rated diodes, are optimal for SBRT as well. The Supermax electrometer here rounds out a robust QA package as a powerful and very stable device that offers a lot of bang for the buck, so to speak. Here's another view of our stereotactic dose verification Phantom. It is versatile and compact, being only 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. As seen here, there are at least 4 standard configurations. There are embedded fiducials within the Phantom configured in nonlinear, non-coplanar to create an isocentric volume. Our chamber plug with gold markers is useful for smaller tumors. In the QA slab, you'll notice the same components as you do with Lucy. You can maybe see it there. The target and avoidance structures are in the SDVP as well. This makes that setup from IMRT Phantoms to SBRT super simple transition, familiar, very familiar types of QA that you're used to performing. It's also very reasonably priced with the lung heterogeneities for Monte Carlo calculations, something otherwise only found in much more expensive Phantoms. Now, I have focused the greatest part of this presentation on the hardware aspects of the standard imaging stereotactic solution, but it probably leaves you wondering about patient QA. Again, few fractions delivered at high dose rates require the most rigorous QA. So let me just mention our patient QA solutions that provide the most pertinent information automatically for your team to make treatment decisions. Adaptivo being one of them. It has pre-treatment, in vivo, and adaptive modules, which you can watch recorded webinars to get fuller details on the full aspects of that. Our other wonderful product is LinacView, which is our log file-based patient QA solution. An overview of the workflow is shown here. An approved plan is exported to both the Linac including, by the way, Elekta's MR Unity Linac. And once LinacView has received the RT plan, log files are generated from the delivery of that plan, and they will automatically be associated with the plan and analyzed each time the plan is delivered. Always running in the background. Adaptivo is always running in the background so that this saves time and gives you results, especially for LinacView, before your patient even leaves the table. So not only does LinacView provide pass alert results before a patient leaves the table, it also provides a wealth of information to investigate, understand, and address any issues with the patient treatment. So at this time, I will open it up for any questions you might have and let you know that we have more webinars coming up soon. And while you're looking into the next webinars, you can check out our website for that. You can also make sure that you create a customer login on our customer portal, where we have a wealth of various information from brochures to videos to how-to videos, tech notes, and everything else. So with that, I will just take a quick peek to see if any questions have popped through. I don't see any other questions. So with that, I just want to again thank you ever so much for taking the time to be with me today. If you do have other questions that come up for you, be sure to let me know. You can always email me, azens@standardimaging.com. You can also reach out to our sales department. They can help you with a lot of things. And for anything that they can't, they will certainly get me involved, and I'd be happy to help out in any way possible. I hope we'll see you next Thursday for our next webinar in this series. And in the meantime, I wish you all a most fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.